Hello, gentle viewers. This is Guardian welcoming you back to Out of the Park Baseball 23 with the Pittsburgh Pirates. It is the year 2069. Nice. And we are trying to win our second consecutive World Championship. We just completed the off-season last episode. I don't know why I stopped right before opening day. I'm going to do that super quick, and then we'll talk about the changes that happened last episode. And it'll be great. Right. Atlantic League, yes, lovely. Okay, my very own personal email. Oh my. No Pirates in the top 10. I can't say I'm too surprised about that. Do I have a top 10 minor league system? I do not. We're 23rd. A lot of our better prospects have either graduated or been traded, so I'm not that surprised, but just a little disappointed that our very best prospect is rated 37th. Anyway. So, in our last episode, we went through the off-season, and if the lineup looks very similar to last year's, that's because it is. However, we do have a new second baseman. We moved on from Mr. Almaguer, and have instead decided to use Jose Lozano, at least early on in the season, at second base. Mr. Lozano is someone we traded for around mid-season last year, and I didn't expect him to be our starting second baseman, but here we are. Pitching staff-wise, it's mostly the same staff with the addition of Theodore Hofer. Mr. Hofer is going to be very helpful, I think, at least for the next couple of years. Very solid pitcher with a nice fastball splitter, curveball, changeup, and he was our prize for Victor Almaguer. What else did we do in the offseason? We had got a new closer for now in Mr. Frazier Bartholomew. Mr. Bartholomew wanted some money. I just wanted a little bit more of an experienced arm in the pen. Ed Hodges is still the real reliever, though. And yeah, that is our opening day lineup and our opening day rotation. We're a little too reliant on Henry Salgado. And there's nothing wrong with that. But it is, of course, worth noting that he is already 38. So we're going to have to see if he can still continue to provide the power and on-base skills that we require of him. Right. We still have a lot of money left. Unfortunately, we're kind of in that weird place. And that's actually something I did want to talk about. One of the most interesting things about how this series has turned out has been the changes to how long you have young players. Because we're at, 5 years? Because it was up to 6 at one point, but then it stepped back a bit. Let me check financials here. Okay, it's 4 years till you're eligible for arbitration. There we go. That means that the young players can be held quite cheaply, and so the big ticket free agents don't normally hit free agency. Like, we're paying $154 million a year. We're still just in the top third. We could easily add like 50% more to our payroll. I still don't even know what to acquire. Now, we have a couple decisions to make, and the first one is Mr. Juan Love. How much money does he want to stay at Pittsburgh Pirates? He wants to get paid a lot of money. He is already 30, so a deal like this has to have options for us if we're going to keep him. What does Hilliard want to stay? Oh, Hilliard already offered a contract to you, that's right. But Mr. Juan Love is going to be a more interesting proposal. He is an excellent pitcher. Even if he's never been like Cy Young worthy, he's been year in and year out one of the better pitchers in the league. Lots of quality innings, plenty of strikeouts, not too many walks. His home run rate sometimes spikes, and that can be the death of him. But other than that, I have very little to complain about. Does he deserve to get paid like an ace, though? That's the rub. That is the multi-million dollar question, and I'm not convinced yet that he does. If this were a 5-year deal, I'd feel a whole lot better about it. Let's try that. Let's see if he'll give us a 5-year deal. That'll put him at 35 at the end of it, either wanting a big raise and deserving it, or we're able to move on from him without having committed too many resources. And I think that's very smart, because he's on average worth 4 to 5 wins, and $25 million is quite inexpensive for that, actually. So we're going to see if he'll take... 7 years is a good compromise. What about 6 years? No, once that's 7 years. That's fine. Can I get a team option if I'm going to go to 7 years then? No? My dude, he knows what he wants. Fine. It's the first time in a long time we actually had like a really good starting pitcher. We've actually extended him rather than letting him go. But I do think that Juan Love is an excellent pitcher and is worthy to keep on the Pirates for at least a while longer. Michael Broadwater is not going to be cheap either, though. Not in the least. All right, my friends, my comrades, my brothers and sisters in arms, let us proceed forwards and play some baseball. Okay, Alex Hilliard has decided to stick around for a very inexpensive 3 years. I think he will more than earn his fairly minimal salary in short order. And the fans are overwhelmingly pleased about keeping Juan Love. As am I. I do think we're paying him a little bit more than I would like, but I wasn't willing to nickel and dime him and risk pissing him off to the point where he gets into free agency. I know I could have given him a qualifying offer, but a bummer for Mr. Greg Smith. But that's all right. Let's try Juan Velo back in the majors. I just want good pitchers. I don't really care if they're left-handed or right-handed or both-handed or they have extra hands, whatever. Actually, I wonder if it would be an advantage to have an extra hand as a pitcher. Like, have 3 hands? I don't know. That's a good question. Good question. Poor RJ Padilla. Man, he's had quite the wild ride, hasn't he? I remember when we signed him to be like a big-time reliever, and he's like, nope, I want to start. And I didn't think he could, and he's been okay. He hasn't been brilliant, but he has been okay. But it's very clear that his time in the majors is rapidly coming to an end. Damn, Hilliard. 3 freaking homers. That is pretty talented, all things considered. Orlando Salgado improving. excellent news. Angelo Robinson. Hey, if Robinson could get closer to hitting every now and again, that would be lovely. Vincent Robertson is really proving to be fantastic. Elijah Bohannon. Any big upgrades here? Not really. Now, where am I batting Mr. Robinson right now? I'm batting him 6th. He's probably good enough to bat a little bit higher in the lineup, but I'm also okay with just letting him hit where he is right now. I think that's very valuable. More valuable than Pagan or Salgado, both of them who've decided that offense is optional this year. Are you getting on base, Bohannon? You are. So then I will accept that. All in all, things look fairly decent. Let us proceed in a forward fashion. I'll be kind of glad when Henry Salgado is gone, but I don't want to like shove him out the door or anything. But it will be kind of nice, at least a little bit, because then we'll have the flexibility to have any DH we want, and that's just gonna raise the ceiling. Like, I don't regret Salgado getting a big contract from us at all. I think he's been a tremendous player and a borderline Hall of Famer. How has Mr. Velo done? Pretty poorly. Let's get Greg Smith back, and I will let him be a specialist, but I also want him to be a middle reliever. Okay. A shutout for McTavish. McTavish has really been a nifty little acquisition for us. I never expected him to be an interesting starter for us when we acquired him. I acquired him to be in the bullpen. He's actually managed himself quite well. Despite that he doesn't have a breaking pitch, this does give me some concern. But so far, he's performing well enough that I'm not eager to get rid of him. I think the fact he's left-handed probably helps. And we'll send at the end of June, and then maybe see if there's some upgrades or some additions we could make to help this team kick it into higher gear. I mean, losing Michael Broadwater is pretty lame. I don't enjoy that. Okay. So the question is, who takes over Michael Broadwater's spot in the rotation? At some point, Hector Romero's going to have to get Major League playing time. I don't know how successful he'll be, but I also don't think that keeping him buried in the minors is the way to find out what he can do. So as much as I don't love it, I think we have to give him the opportunity. So I'm going to bump everyone else up, and we're going to make Mr. McTavish is going to be the next starter. And then Hector Romero is going to have a trial by fire in the major leagues and see if he is anything special. It is unfortunate that we lost him. I'm certainly not happy about that, but it is at least an opportunity to see if Romero has any sort of chance to be a special pitcher, or if he's just going to end up being a bit of a bust. I mean, you generally don't get amazing players at the back half of the first round, though. You might get useful role players for sure, but you're unlikely to find those elite players that can keep your franchise going at a high level. In my head, Ken Ruben Ordonez is like the grandson of Ray Ordonez, and you'll never tell me differently. Or Maglo Ordonez. What if they had a kid? And it's not biologically possible, but it would be funny. Anyway. Anyway. Alright, Salgado. Okay, Hector Romero did take a bit of a step forward, having hit the major leagues. That's promising. That is promising indeed. I didn't think of trying Woo Jin Park as a starter. Oh, because most of his actual skill would be as a reliever. That's why I didn't do it. What was my issue with Kyle Cordova? Why have I not given him a shot in the majors? That's meaningful. He seems fine. I also have no problem letting him get some more innings in the minors before I give him an opportunity. But I've certainly had worse players. That's for sure. Who is Koss? I keep hearing his name. Daniel Koss, what is your deal? Your deal is you just had an unusually good low A season. Okay. Alright, so how does the team look right now? Well, we're 37-17, so we're in fairly decent place. Offensively, we're kind of middle of the road. I wish we were slightly better, but I'll take it. Pitching-wise, we're fine. Hector Romero's debut did not go super great, but we need to let him actually pitch before I make any decisions about his future. I do have Cordova available if Romero isn't a quality pitcher. And plus, we'll have Broadwater back sooner rather than later. Pagan is quite clearly washed at this point. Like, for what he does, he's fine. But how is Barrera performing? Wait, what? Oh, you're into pitching stats. That's silly. I'm going to increase the amount Barrera starts so he's starting once every 5 games. Let's give that a try. Lozano has been replacement level. I don't like seeing that. He's okay defensively, but I feel like we could probably do better than him. Angelo Robinson actually managing to hit is wonderful. I don't think it's sustainable because a lot of this is coming from an unusual power spike to begin the season. But I don't hate it, and I think he's doing a tremendous job. Now, the question is, what do we do about second base? Lozano's given us nearly 200 plate appearances. And what we're seeing is, like, it's not terrible, but it's not the kind of second baseman that I would like to have on the club. I think he's incredibly valuable to us because of positional flexibility. I'm not saying we get rid of him, but what I am saying is, as a starting everyday second baseman, we could probably do better. I mean, I wish Jordan Falcone was actually a decent second baseman, but he would not be. He would be awful. Otherwise, I'd very strongly consider it. Let us begin by checking the trading block. Joaquin Figueroa is a much better defensive second baseman, but his offense, it doesn't really spark a lot of interest in me. It truly doesn't. Plus, he's fragile, so Demetrius Butler is a very good defender and another mediocre hitter. I'd love somebody who could potentially do both. I'm not looking for offensive brilliance. I'm just looking for offensive competence. And yeah, we're already pretty low down. Let's try team needs. And we're going to pick position second base. I want him to be at least good quality, but I don't care what kind of player he is. And what we'll do is we'll let some time pass and see if we can acquire a quality second baseman there. Anthony Young is doing fine. Maybe not ideal, but he's still performing okay. Salgado's still getting on base, but it's increasingly the only skill he's got. So I probably need to think about what to do there. Is the answer just giving Falcone more playing time? Or we have Hilliard DH every day? Like, Hilliard's got 5 homers, but that's all he's got this year. Yeah, or is Falcone the answer? Do we let... No, I mean, if I'm going to do anything with Falcone... Actually, Falcone is fine, I guess. But I need that thumper. I need that big bat to make the rest of this lineup work. So maybe Barrera is the better call? That's an idea, actually. How have you done split-wise this season? As right-handed pitching is giving you some fits. Okay, new plan. All right. Against left-handed pitching, Mr. Barrera is going to play first base. And Mr. Pagano's going to shift over... Mr. Pagano's going to shift over and play DH. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do DH and first base. And then I'm going to generate a new depth chart, and Salgado can just play like wherever he needs to play. That's fine. We'll do that. Aguilar's not hitting, is he? No, he's not. Okay. And that way against left-handed pitching, I still have Salgado, and I'm still getting something of tremendous value. So I think that makes a lot of sense. And we'll see what Barrera can accomplish, given more playing time. Okay, so that's that taking care of pitching staff. I still want to give Romero another month of starts to give him a chance to work into the majors, unless Broadwater comes back for a sec. I'm not holding Broadwater back, in other words. Cesar Negrete is a pretty damn good second baseman. Like, I'm not saying he's ideal. Oh, no. You almost had me. Nope. That's quite an achievement, though, for a 17th round draft pick, though, isn't it? To be, like, a starting second baseman in the majors. That's pretty cool. I mean, hey, that's one way to solve the Henry Salgado problem, I guess. Cool. So who is the best offensive player in the minors who needs an opportunity? Let's call up whom? Javi Alvarez is a nifty little player that can play a bunch of positions fairly well. I think he would make a decent call-up. My new DH against left-handed pitching will probably be Falcone. Oh no, Falcone's a lefty too. Interesting. So I think it's Hilliard. Yeah, we're going to let Hilliard be the DH against right-handed pitching. Or left-handed pitching, rather. There we go. Generate depth chart, please. Once a week is fine. Depth chart. Once a week is fine. All right. I'm not saying that I'm glad that Salgado is gone, but at least it gives me options. And it means I can start thinking about the kinds of players you need to acquire. Okay, so we have Michael White back. Alex Medina is kind of struggling. But none of my relief pitchers are actually pitching badly. They're just not pitching extremely well. I think Alex Cloud is probably the one we send down. Yeah, let's send down Cloud because Michael White is the same pitcher. What? 62, 60, 57. 64, 64, 56. The difference between them is that Michael White has more pitches. Which I guess is fair. I mean, I do want more pitches rather than fewer pitches, but we'll do middle relief, long relief for you. All right. Quick check here. Whose contracts are ending at the end of this season? It is possible Ed Hodges opts out. That has not escaped my mind. And if he did, I'd be kind of bummed. Because he's just been so damn good for us. I wonder if I could re-sign him now. I think he's still underpaid. Given what the service he provides, I will give him this extension. I don't want to lose him. And he's more important to me than any other reliever on this team. So yeah, I will lock up Ed Hodges for a bit longer. Pagan, on the other hand, if he opts out, if he doesn't take his player option, he can find a new team. I need to start making decisions of what's good for the team. Not just loyalty to the people that got us this far. I think you can do both. You absolutely can do both. But I do think that we need to be as the best version of this team right now. Not necessarily worry about any kind of debts. I'm really happy about keeping Ed Hodges, by the way. I'm overjoyed, actually. Truly, because he's just been so damn good. And I want to keep that train going until it wrecks. We're struggling scoring a little bit. Which is not ideal. We might have to import some veteran know-how. Hector, you definitely need to go back to the minors and think about what you've done. No, I'm joking. You do need to go back to the minors. Interesting. Hector Romero is secretly an asshole, huh? That is unexpected. That may be a reason to trade him then, while he still has value. Right? And then we'll go back to Broadwater. I want to make sure he gets his first start right off the bat. Or right off the pitch, as it were. Yeah, if Hector Romero's a giant asshole, I think trading him, especially because he is so... He's just rough. He's extremely rough around the edges. If I can get quality players in exchange for him, I think I have to trade him. Alright, let's try it. Let's look at second baseman. Darrison is a tremendous hitter, but he's not a second baseman. I mean, it's hard to do a whole lot better than Ivan Garza. I mean, his range isn't amazing, but he's so damn good defensively. And he's such a good bat. How long is your contract for? It's fairly reasonable, actually. Man, Garza would be a pretty sweet addition to this team. Try to get a youngster, but Paredes doesn't impress me that much. Urquides might be a great hitter someday, but... Wait. Oh, because it puts him up at the top, doesn't it? That's right. Arturo Moran, not a second baseman. Like, am I overthinking this? Is there a part of me that's just like, I'm obsessed with trying to find a great deal that I won't take the guy that actually helps? Like, yes, Garza's range isn't brilliant. He's got a range of 66. I will note, Jose Lozano, his only value is range. And Garza is such a good hitter. Great contact and gap power, pretty solid home run power, and relatively good on base skills. And he's a captain. I want more than just Garza, but I think this is a great start. I wonder if we could get Arturo Moran, too. No, I don't want Moran. No, you don't want to do that. I can't give you Cordova, but it's interesting you're at least willing to talk first round draft pick. What if instead, LA, I got you to eat part of his salary? Interesting. You'll eat half his salary. And while I know Hector Romero could be a good pitcher one day, and I do want to see how he turns out, I think this is the right call. Done. All right. So, who goes to the minors at this point? I think it's Lozano, or maybe Lasagna. And then Ivan Garza is going to take over at second base. Garza's too good a hitter to be hitting 8th. So I'm going to have to think about where I hit him. He is... Like, where would someone with his power be most adept? Probably hitting 6th, I want to say. I think that's a good spot to have him hitting. That makes sense. All right. I like 18-4 games. That makes me happy. Hell, I'll take a 1-0 game. All that matters is the dub, right? That is all that matters, my friends. I have a twinge of regret about giving up on Romero, though, but the fact he's a giant asshole and the fact he's not an incredible defender combined really convinced me that it was time to move on, I think. Players getting better. Even Pagan, which is kind of wild. Okay. Top 100 prospects. No Pirates. Alright, let's get some coaches re-signed. Okay, chemistry is fantastic, and since we've been so successful, I see no reason not to keep the gang together as they already are. Any major league coaches are going to get extensions because I don't see any point in letting any of them go. Unless they want to go, obviously. But I think we've got a really strong coaching staff here. I'm going to offer all the minor league coaches. 5 coaches aren't so sure. Kinoshita is an incredible coaching talent. I don't want to lose him. Peltzer is potentially an amazing pitcher. I didn't even look at that guy. That guy might have sucked. Oh well. I think he's fairly good though. Yeah, he is pretty good. Here we go. Bobby. Do I have my staff roles set up in an intelligent way? Yeah, that's good enough. I love this coaching staff, though. Everybody helps everybody else. It's brilliant. I am more than pleased to keep this coaching staff together. All right, international free agent time. I mean, Jorge Moreno is a pretty obvious choice in terms of his raw offensive capabilities. I don't really see much reason not to go for him. I will happily give you the maximum, my friend, if you're willing to sign with Pittsburgh. There we go. Oh, I need to remove my team need. I don't want to get more offers for second baseman. 1 is plenty. I can't play like 3 second basemen. Yeah, I don't need another second baseman, so I will pass, my friends. This 2 shall pass. No, that's under make a trade. Team needs delete. And we'll go to the first year draft. I need a good series against the Reds to get us back into position to be a great team. Really, Garza? Really? I guess that means Lozano gets to come back. Which is not what I wanted, but it's what I've got. Here you can hit 7th, I guess. And Mr. Lasagna. Jesus Christ, would you stop injuring my players, you jerks? Alright, let's get an outfielder up. Man, it's hard to argue for Danny Morales, but it's also hard to argue for anybody else. So I think I'll do it. But he's not going to be starting right fielder. That's for sure. Hi, Jordan Falcone. Yeah, I'm going to move Zepeda to right. And then we're going to put in the ultimate leadoff guy in left with Mr. Jordan Falcone. I don't know why I keep calling him Falcone. It could just be Falcon. Maybe I just watch too much Batman, but... You know, the son of Carmine Falcone. Can we... Okay, that's fine, actually. No, that's good. I can live with that. And then I definitely don't want him playing every other game there. Okay. And we got Jorge Moreno, which is amazing. I truly love it. All right. What do I want in this draft? I would love a top-flight offensive talent. I think that's what I would probably want most. Like, I don't care what position they are. If they can swing a bat and swing it well, I want them to have an opportunity to be something unique. So let's dive into the draft market here. And that's right, I did get El Paso's first round draft pick. So let's jump up to there. I'm only going to look at batters for right now. That's all I care about. And I want the very best offensive performers that I can find. Javi Flores is a truly excellent contact hitter, but two things concern me. This and this. If you're a great contact hitter without a whole lot of power, you have to be a pretty good defender or a pretty good base runner, and he is neither of those things. So, You know what? Let's do it this way. Man, other than Jose Sanchez's terrible batting eye, he's a really intriguing hitter to me. But maybe a guy like Mario Mendoza is a better fit. He's got elite contact and gap power. He's a pretty good base runner. He's even an okay outfielder. I think this is a pretty solid choice for our first round pick. Let's go ahead and grab Mario Mendoza. He's also a college player, so he should be ready in the majors a bit faster. I like this a lot. Let's grab ourselves Mario Mendoza. Okay. Now I'm willing to go for Jose Sanchez because he does have that quality power. So, and he won't strike out much, which is a lovely surprise given his, like, I know he's gonna have a trouble hitting good pitching, but I'm hoping that we can utilize our quality coaching team to get him to his full potential. Okie dokie. Let's look at all players now and look at just the default, because now I will go for a pitcher. Really? Like, I know that Omar isn't any great shakes as a catcher, but he's at least tolerable as a catcher. And this is a pretty potent offensive package. I think it's worth it. I truly think he could be a nice diamond in the rough for us. Edgar Jones. Fastball, sinker, change. Okay, movement, control on the stop. He's a big kid, so he'll probably throw harder as he gets older. Oh, he's a lefty. I think the lack of breaking pitch is going to cause him issues at the major league level. I truly do. Aiden Washington. Also no breaking pitch. But he's a big kid who will probably throw harder. And he does have breaking pitch. It's just a weak one in that curveball. I think he's a better pitching prospect. I think he's more likely to have a good career. Edgar Jones. Oh, this is the guy I was looking at earlier. I'd take him in the 5th round, but I won't take him now. Nelson Lago. Elite speed. Good contact and gap power. There's a lot to like here. He's not a very good fielder, though. So his future is at first base, but maybe he'll figure it out. I'm willing to give him the chance, though. Right. Edwin Vallejo is fine, I guess. I don't hate Mr. Vallejo. He doesn't really do a lot for me or my psyche, but he's not terrible. Manny Yanez, fastball slider. Local kid. He'll be ready, major league ready quite quickly. I'm willing to give this a shot. Plus, he's a local kid. A yokel kid? A local kid. I will draft Orlando Gonzalez because of this ridiculous position skill set. Let's get him going. Any big stuff pictures left? What is with Ernesto Soto? Why do we not think he's going to have a great career? He's not very big, but he's got good stuff, movement and control, a great fastball sinker mix. He is missing a breaking pitch, but I'm going to give him a shot. That's the time to take risks, right? Is in the 8th round. Are there any great power bats left? No, not batting ratings, batting potential. Let's take Ryan Ewing. And is anybody great defensively? Only batters, please. Let's go for Tony Saunders. Like, I know he's nothing special, but he's got some skills, I guess. It's a 10th round, all right? We're just going to auto-complete the rest of the draft. Okay, let's negotiate. I genuinely think Mendoza's going to be the better player than Sanchez. I'm not saying Sanchez is going to be like chopped liver or anything, and obviously there's plenty to unlock here, but I think Mendoza is the better player, and I don't think it's going to be close. Yeah, if Mendoza can have himself a good year or two in the minors, he could be in the majors very rapidly. Mr. Yepez, I'm just curious to see how he does. He's obviously quite raw, and that's fine. Your signing bonus is an autographed picture of Manny Pozo. But it's not his signature, it's somebody else's signature. I don't feel great about Washington, but I do think for a 3rd round pick, he's worth taking a risk on. And then I'm just going to give everybody else their offers. I am paying a hefty premium for Nelson Lago, but he could be worth it. I just wish he had a more natural position. And you want $480,000. I think that's fine. I have 60 grand just burning a hole in my pocket, so. This is going to be interesting, fronts. It's going to be real interesting to see how we do. All right. Who from Pittsburgh made the All-Star game? Juan Love and Dave McTavish. Is that it? 2 starting pitchers is all that made the All-Star team. None of my hitters are that good? What? I mean, surely Chris Candy deserves some attention. He's having a pretty good season. I mean, I guess when fucking Ricky Trout has 40 home runs at the All-Star break, I can't exactly argue with that, though. Damn. The offensive game might have passed us by. Like, we're not even close to getting an offensive player on this roster. Damn. Kyle Cordova is a minor league all-star. Neat. Okay. Wow, that's disappointing. I mean, it's not super disappointing because, like, we're still a pretty good team, and I still like our chances, but it is a little disappointing to not have a position player make the all-star team. I think I've been so focused on building the pitching staff, I think I have, and I think I've held on to Salgado a bit too long. But we'll see here. Trade Jackson for Callaway. I don't know who any of those players are. Alright. So first things first, we're in first place again. Hooray. The lineup seems fairly strong. Jose Barrera has really taken well to being the everyday first baseman. He's hitting homers. He's doing good stuff. I'm happy about that. Man, I can't figure out Vincent Robinson. Like, there's everything about him screams superstar that can do everything on the baseball field, and he just isn't. I don't know what his deal is, but I hope he figures it out pretty soon. Angelo Robinson is back to being a mediocre hitter again. Anthony Young is really performing poorly this season. Maybe catcher is another area we need to upgrade in. I'm not sure. Zepeda's getting on base. And Falcone has already proven his worth as a very valuable piece to this team. Wish he had a bit more pop, but I will take this. As long as he is getting on base at a redonkulous clip and hitting for contact to move along base runners, I think he'll be a perfect fit for this club. Whatever position he ends up at. I don't know what his final position ends up being, but... yeah, we're not hitting for a very high average. Like, Chris Cannon, I can take a lower average from because he does hit for good power and draw lots of walks. But... I don't have a young catcher, so if we were going to get a better catcher, we'd have to trade for one. What could I trade to get a better catcher? Or am I overreacting? Like, this is not typical for Anthony Young, right? Like, he doesn't normally hit this poorly. I think maybe we just give him a little bit more rope. Honestly, I think Giosko's a better choice to replace than him. So if we could get an intriguing young catcher, I think that would be a worthy decision here. I do want to go ahead and put people on the 40-man that deserve to be there. Like, no, I guess I can wait till the end of the year. Do we trade Pagan? I don't think we do. I think if we trade Pagan, we're effectively punting the season. And I'm not prepared to do that yet. We're about to get Garza back. That's going to be a huge benefit to the team. We're going to get Bohannon back, and that's going to be very helpful indeed. I mean, we have reinforcements coming. We just need to wait. I think we opt out of Henry Salgado's contract. I kind of think that's where I am at this point. As much as I love the guy, and as amazing as he's been for us for so long, I think he's done. I don't think he's going to be a Pirate again in the future. Or possibly ever again. Okay. Is there anyone whose contract is up, or anyone whose contract is a bit ridiculous? I don't think so. I don't think so at all. I think we just keep going for now. Because I don't know what kind of player we could acquire that would make a big difference. We could check the trading block, right? Like, I'm not going to ignore the possibility of upgrading our team for the right person. I wouldn't hate a guy like Denzel Bowen, actually, as, like, a backup, but I'm not paying him $15 million. That's ridiculous. That's truly stupid. Yeah, I'm not going to trade for anything here. I feel okay with our pitching staff. I think we just keep going. I think we just trust in who we've already got and then go from there. So we're going to advance 1 day. Like, look, I don't think we have any chance in hell at overcoming the Mets in terms of getting the first round bye. Even if we do end up putting the NL Central, which I think there's a fair chance that we can. It's mostly because it looks like the NL East is a bunch of chumps right now besides the Mets. And so while we're fighting and clawing for every single victory, they're just being gift-wrapped them. Which is whatever. Kanagiani is still playing. That's crazy to me. Shows what I know. I thought he was doomed a long time ago. Garza needs another 2 weeks. That doesn't delight me, but that's okay. How long is Anthony Young out for? Oh, you're going to miss 2 weeks. I don't have another catcher. We're going to go to my favorite report, the top prospects, not the top prospects report. I want my player development report. That's got the cool diamond on it. Yeah, here we go. Really? Really? Let me look at entire organization. No, yeah, I don't have a catcher. Shit. So it basically means I have to pick, like, literally anybody who can catch to be my backup catcher. I guess that's going to be Shavers because someone's got to do it. So Giosco is going to start now. And then Shavers is going to back up. Remember when I had all those young catching prospects and I thought we had too many catchers and now it turns out I don't have any? That was kind of embarrassing. I will quickly check the free agent list, though, just in case there's a fairly competent catcher who just needs an opportunity. I don't want pitching ratings, guys. No, you all suck. Okay. Yeah, I think we're going to have to invest in catcher in the offseason. Maybe that's trading for an interesting prospect. Maybe that's signing a new catcher. Maybe it's just finding depth. But yeah, we are a shallow organization at catcher. I'm going to get Anthony Young back now, so hooray. Because I certainly didn't actually want Shavers to have any kind of meaningful catching when I have Anthony Young instead. Anthony Young. And then just go ahead and back up when he's tired. I actually want Young to catch a little bit more than he has been and see if he can get his bat right. Okay, now we're starting to get the reinforcements back. Danny Morales to the minors with you. Bohannon comes back. He is a much better right fielder, so we're going to go ahead and put Zepeda back in left. And then Bohannon comes into play right. I feel a little guilty about benching Falcone because I do think he is going to be the future at least one position. But at the very least, we're going to probably have first base opening up or DH or something. So we'll find a way to get him reps. He will definitely have plenty of opportunities. Please don't play Elijah Jackson over Zepeda. Just don't. I could also just punt on Zepeda. Like, maybe Zepeda isn't the secret weapon I thought he might be. Don't know. Don't know. I mean, I've got him for stupid cheap, and he is a productive on-base guy that hits for some occasional pop, so... Is Falcone better? Probably. But for right now, anyway, I'm willing to let Zepeda continue to perform. Oh. I don't want to lose Silguero, do I? Yeah, I want to keep him. That was an oversight, my friend. An oversight. I'd like you to continue being a Pirate for a bit longer. Xavier Roberson, huh? Man, would it be nice to have him again? That was such a dumb trade. Oh, I needed to get rid of Farias, so it was worth it for that, but that was still pretty stupid, all things considered. Alright, Garza, because I know you have a bit of an injury history, I want you to be well rested. I'm going to go ahead and let you rehab for a week. And then I will activate you when rosters expand. Because you transformed the lineup in a very real way. 19-3. Oh my gosh. That's wild. Yeah, next time I go to the grocery store, I should get some Rice Krispies. I haven't had Rice Krispies in a while. Actually, sound kind of good. Normally a Raisin Bran. That's kind of my breakfast jam. I mean, they can do what they want. It doesn't really bother me at all. Alright, so we get Garza back. That's number one. And let's re-promote Alex Cloud, and let's let Mr. Cloud... No. I got a better idea. Cordova. Because, first of all, Theodore Hofer is yikes. He has not had a great season. Don't like this. It doesn't cost me that much money, but he's still a bit of a disappointment. I do want someone to be an emergency starter or long reliever. I think that's important. So having Cordova in that role should help us out a bit. Alright. Lineups. Let's just get Garza back where he belongs, playing every day at second base. And he's batting over Robinson. Okay. Young, Robinson. No, sorry. Young, Robinson. Wait. What the fuck? Vincent Robinson is never my number 3 hitter. Don't be stupid. Yeah, here we go. And then Lozano plays over Garza, or Garza plays over Lozano. And then this is fine, except for like that. I'm okay with this. I still think Glasgow is playing too much when he's not that great, but the rest of it I can live with. There we go. And we'll just do once a week. I probably picked, I probably let the AI set the lineup because I wasn't paying attention. And, yeah. Interesting. I'm not going to call somebody up to replace you, though. Instead, Barrera plays every day. Like, I know he's not as good against left-handed pitching, but he's never going to get better if I don't let him try it. And then Falcone plays designated hitter against right-handed pitching. I like this a lot. I think that's a smart move. And we'll just keep going here. Plus, I mean, he should hopefully be back in time for the playoffs, where I think his veteran leadership is going to be really, really helpful. Friends, if Falcone had even one skosh of power, I think he could be special. Like, I know he's got tremendous on-base skills, and that's very valuable, and he's still going to have a bright future with Pittsburgh, but what's stopping him from being given more playing time is that lack of power. And the fact that I need to have people who are threats to take people deep if we're going to be a successful franchise. That's just how it has to be. Win a couple more games, we probably have the division in the bag. I'm gonna sit him the rest of the season so that he'll be ready come playoff time. He's just gonna rehab in the minors. I don't really care if I win the division title, though. Like, it doesn't really benefit me in the least. Because the Mets have the number 1 seed, right? Oh, I did actually win it. Neat. Okay. Cool. Alright, now we activate Pagan. And my playoff roster is going to be... Who comes off the playoff roster? Javi Alvarez. There's just no disputing that. I need Pagan's veteran leadership. Alright. So here Pagan fits in here. Nope. That's not what I said, game. Zapata is who you just randomly benched, isn't it? Yeah, you're the DH. And you're the left fielder. Okay. We'll quickly... No, actually, I like Bohannon batting a bit lower. He's got a little bit more pop. So I actually like Zapata as the leadoff guy there a bit more. And then Pagan plays for Barrera. There we go. This feels good. Right. Oh, who is my pitching staff for the playoff roster? Who got left off? So we keep Cordova to leave off Alex Cloud, I'm fine with that. I do think having somebody who can give us lots of innings is a bit more valuable. Um, I don't know what to do. I don't know who my fourth starter is. If it's Hofer or Salgado. They're about the same, really. I like having another lefty, so I think we do push Salgado out into the bullpen. We're gonna let him be a middle reliever, and we're gonna let him get to turn it loose come playoff time here. And then obviously I would like Juan Love to pitch if he is rested at all. He is not. That's fine. We will be competing here. All right. A worthy victory. Not too many Finnish people you see playing baseball. That's pretty wild. But cool, though. I do enjoy baseball being a truly international game. There's no way he's not Finnish, right? Oh, we might just be of Finnish nationality, but that's a Finnish last name. Almost certainly. A nice game for Broadwater. And nice. I mean, an ugly final game, but it doesn't matter what you win by. It just matters that you win. Let's sim up to the next playoff round then, my friends. Where we shall face the Maples, our NL Central foes, our bitter rivals. I mean, I don't know if bitter is appropriate. Nice. I was said Michael Fossbender for a moment. I was like, no, that's Michael Broadwater. I've had him the whole time. Oh my gosh. What happened to Juan Love? He just disintegrated. That's not a great look. Oh, Broadwater locked it down. That's good. But McTavish got chased. That's not ideal. Alright. Friends, I think we're going to play this game because I do at least want there to be a chance of us making the playoffs. Or to win the World Series, sorry. So here we go. And start game. Okay, it's Love to Vargas. Love, he needs some redemption here. He had a really terrible game one. So hopefully he will have himself, he'll come in through the clutch. I mean, I will happily take a strikeout on the first pitch. On the first, not the first pitch, but the first out. Oh dear. Oh my gosh. There we go. That's nice. I can live with that. A little bit of a bounce back. Good job. Okay. All right. Giving up a home run, not perfect, but there are far worse things that could happen here. We're going to wear him out. We're going to do things the Pittsburgh Pirates way of making every pitcher throw us lots of pitches. That was definitely a strike. He holds up. Inside, he's not a great contact guy, so I'm going to go ahead and let him take this pitch too. And just whatever happens, happens. Okay. I've already got him to burn a bunch of pitches. Let's see if you can put the ball in play. That was not a strike. But it was enough of a strike. Damn it. We're going to do the same thing here, though. If he is struggling, then we don't want to... Oh yeah, he's doesn't have a good grip on some of his pitches here. He's kind of wild, actually. Okay, I will let it rip on 3-1, because you've got good contact skills. You're a little bit better for that than Zepeda. Or you can just take a walk. I'm okay with that. Alright, Pagan, you are red hot so far in this postseason. I'm just going to let you do your thing. Really? None of those pitches you thought were worth swinging at. Well, Barrera got Bohannon up to third. That's not terrible. Alright, Cannon. This is what you're here for. To bring me a clutch at bat. I want you to work a hitter's count, or don't work a hitter's count. Oh, you walked him. Okay. Alright. Garza, this is your time to shine, my friend. That's an out. Damn it. Okay, that can't happen, guys. We cannot load the bases and score nothing. That could make for a very ugly game. It's Victor Almaguer. I remember that guy. I'm actually paying you to play against me. Alright. No, that's a big fat nothing. Yeah, Young and Robinson are just going to do what they're going to do. Like, I don't really care if they hit the ball or not. They're here for defense more than they're here for, like, timely hitting. I mean, I don't mind if you get base hits, but it's not, like, mandatory or anything. Here we go. Strike 3. And oh my. Really? Would you quit these fucking cheap-ass home runs that just barely get over the fence? Man, I don't know what's got into Love this postseason, but he is not playing well. We got to get base runners. That's the key to putting up crooked numbers and scoring several runs. I think I might start trying to work Zepeda out of the lineup. Whether that means he becomes like a reserve guy or what he does, I'm not sure, but I mean, getting a base hit like that is certainly going to help. I do enjoy that. That pitch is not remotely close to the strike zone. There we go. Come on, Pagan. Oh my god. What is with this damn team? Why can you not hit the ball? There we go. That should be at least one run. No, we're just gonna stop, even though you're pretty fast. Alright. I'm gonna make him give me something juicy. Hey, you know what? I don't care how we get runs. I just care that we get runs. Garza, you're a fairly good contact hitter. I'm just going to let you grip it and rip it. Or just a lazy fly ball to left field that doesn't slow anybody down for even a split second. That's fine too. Yeah, I need these... Like, we're getting base runners. That's what I find so frustrating. Like, we should have easily 3 or 4 runs, and we have 1. Okay... Alright, not brilliant, but we struck out Baldwin. And struck out Ramos. And now we're in kind of the doldrums of the lineup where whatever happens, happens. And they pulled the starter out, which is unfortunate because we were actually doing a lot of damage to that starter. Like, I know we don't have a lot to show for it on the scoreboard, but we had a lot of people on base. If we'd had just a little bit of batted ball luck, we would have gotten at least a couple more runs. I think Zepeda's lack of contact is actually holding us back at the top of the lineup. Because, yeah, I think that's something we're going to have to deal with in the offseason. Whether that means Falcone takes over and plays left, or somebody else takes over. But regardless... Okay... Love is probably done after this inning. So I need you to do me a fucking solid and pitch well so that you can leave the game knowing that you did pretty good work. That means no more runs, though. That should have been obvious, I hope, but... See, this is the difference between the fucking Pirates and the Maples. It's these little bullshit singles that I can't hit. You hit with ease. There we go. Like, at no point today has he pitched poorly. But the difference is when I make contact, it doesn't go anywhere. When they make contact, they get a hit. Alright. We have righty switch righty. So a righty seems to be in order here. I don't want to bring any of my really good pitchers yet. I'd rather wait. So let's warm up Salgado. And I'm going to let us try to take some swings here. I don't want him to get too passive. And that's... See, this is bullshit. Stop the fucking brilliant defensive plays, okay? Just fucking cool it. No, it's a base hit at least. Come on, Cannon. Really? What is that fucking bullshit? How the hell did Garza not get that? Like, I know Garza doesn't have amazing range, but come on, guys. See, this is the difference, right? Look at this. They fucking drive the ball to all fields. And I can't hit it out of the infield. No, thanks, Almaware. That's what I pay you for. To grind and do a double play. Alright. So we've got righty, righty, righty. I don't care, though. Latona's a really good pitcher no matter who he faces. So let's get him warmed up. Just change things up a bit. But we gotta do some damage, guys. That's not fucking damage, Garza. Look at this weak ass shit. How does this keep happening? How do we keep getting into playoff situations and the team just decides collectively, weak hits are fine. That's the only thing we're gonna do today. Alright, that's something. I don't know how much it is, but it's something. Alright. You know what we're gonna do? I am going to put Falcone in for Zepeda. Oh my. Well, alrighty then. That worked. That worked. Let's pour it on, guys. That's not pouring it on. That's an easily fielded out ball of left field. Ball to left field. Go ahead and play left field. And let's bring in Latona now. I don't want you to fucking hustle. I want you to fuck up. Oh, this could be really bad. Oh, nice job, Garza. You took off at the right time there. Alright. That'll do it. 8th inning, I think Hilliard is ready for a meaningful inning. And then we'll bring in Bartholomew to close it out. Guys, can we maybe add 1 or 2 more runs? I'd feel a lot better if we could. Garza, I spent a lot to get you. You need to start fucking hitting the ball. Okay? Well, we got Robinson to walk at least. Try to steal second, my friend. Damn it. Really, dude? I will let you pitch to Montelis, and then we'll bring in Hilliard. There we go. It doesn't really matter a huge amount because Lamelli is amazing no matter who he faces, but I feel a little bit better if we can make some moves there. Nice. I definitely want our closer warming up. All right. You know, you are allowed to hit the ball past the pitcher's mound, Robinson. That is legal. That is a legal baseball move. Come on, Pagan. You fucker! Why do you always come up small in the postseason, my dude? Come on, Cannon, please. That'll do. That's clutch hitting from Chris Cannon. How the hell did you score 3 on that? I will fucking take it, but... Alright, we will bring in... No, let's let Hilliard pitch until he gets hit. He's a good rubber-armed pitcher, and this will help preserve the bullpen for the LCS. Nice. Okay, I'm going to tell you something that's going to happen right now. After this heroism, guess who's not starting in left field anymore against left-handed pitching? Zepeda. You got lapped, son. You got lapped. Because the things that Zepeda does well, Falcone also does well. So for now, you'll platoon, but don't be shocked if Zepeda ends up being even benched, actually. Alright. I mean, Vincent Robinson was pretty helpful in Game 4, but Falcone was arguably even more valuable. Alright. Can we make it to another World Series? We're facing the Mets. The Mets are fucking scary this year, guys. They are truly scary. Alright, we're going to make one change. I don't want to try to run a 4-man rotation in a 7-game series. I want Salgado available for me. Okay, nice work, Broadwater. 2 fucking home runs from Anthony Young. It's not what you expect, but I will happily take it. Ooh, a tight game. We lost 1-0. Man, what a pitching performance by McTavish, though. Like, both McTavish and Tejada were fantastic, but McTavish just made that wrong pitch to Moctezuma. And here we are. And we're gonna sim, and we're gonna sim. A victory here. Lovely. Yep, Love pitches instead of Salgado. You like to see it. Okay. Salgado got lit up, but that's alright. Yeah, you can be on the roster if you want to be, but the earliest you could be put on the Major League team is, Oh, the 40-man is full. That's easily dealt with. This fucking guy here can be designated for assignment. Let me put it this way. If I can get Salgado on the roster for the World Series, I would probably play him over, say, Elijah Jackson, just because he has been that rock for us. And I think he gives us a lot more flexibility. Okay, Broadwater getting lit up is not something I anticipated happening. That is somewhat disconcerting. I guess we're playing Game 7 of the NLCS too. Let's do it. Yeah, they've got a really good roster. All right. They've got a really good roster. Okay, my dude. We're going to do the classic Pirates move of getting on base. Yeah, Dolores is a really good pitcher. This is going to be a challenge, but if we're smart, if we wait for the pitches to come to us, I think we can make some stuff happen here. Ow. Rude, but okay. Yeah, I'm not going to run with Falcon or Falcone or whatever we want to call him. That's not what he's here for. Alright. Nice discipline. Alright, Pagan, you are set up, my friend. I need you to rip one here. Do some damage. Beautiful. And we scored a run. That's actually kind of surprising, but I'll take it. And then Barrera. Passed the ball, puts runners in second and third. You love to see it. Or wild pitch, excuse me. How can you whiff there, dude? Really, Cannon? That bullshit? I can't believe I had runners on second and third with nobody out and didn't get any extra runs. Guys, we can't keep doing this. We cannot. Really, McTavish? Don't fucking be this way. I need you to be your very best. There we go. Let's get you to pitch out. Oh, shit. I didn't want to pitch out. No, I wanted him to throw to first. I hit the wrong button. That was stupid. Nice play, Cannon. Very nice play. Can you fucking stop, McTavish? Okay? Like, you're not supposed to be walking people. Like, I'm glad you got out of it, but I don't want this to come apart. And that means everyone needs to do their best. And hit baseballs real good. Do I trust you at all? I'll let you take a couple pitches and just see how he's pitching. Yeah, I will happily just sit here and take pitches. I'm not going to try to swing if I don't have to. Okay. That's a little bloop job there, but I'll take it. There's no shame in that. Alright, Falcone, my friend. Really, dude? Oh. Okay. Hey, whatever works, right? Like, whatever works. And that's just an easy out. There we go. Nice work, team. Nice work. Let's keep up the pressure. Frame this, fuckers. That was not a strike. Like, that's not even bloody close. I don't know what the hell you're smoking, but that wasn't even in the same zip code as a strike. Whatever, bruh. Good. Alright, there we go. That's a much better inning, McTavish. Much better. Cannon, you made that look easy. Like, that's just a little flick that got you on base. Now, you are quite slow, so Garza, you would do me a kindness if you would hit well. Okay. I will take that shit. Nice. That's probably an out. Like, nice effort, but an out, nonetheless. And then that's the other kind of out. All right, McTavish. Good. You're throwing a lot of pitches, my friend. A lot of pitches. I don't necessarily love that. And look, it's because you walked quite a few hitters already. That's a big piece of it, but... There we go. Good. No, this is just going to come down to knowing when to pull McTavish. That's going to be our key here. As long as we're smart about that, I think we'll be in great shape. Man, look at this positional hitting. I really appreciate it. Wait, where'd the ball go? Oh, he caught it. I don't know what that camera work was, but... Okay, Diaz, I'm gonna fucking beat you to death with a bat if you don't quit framing these bullshit into being strikes. A 4 was a strike no matter what, though. But I'm sick of hearing about how amazing you are at framing. That's kind of lame, actually. Yeah, McTavish, if you would throw strikes more consistently, that would be amazing. Yeah, throw to first, please. I mean, as long as the ump's going to call this weird strike zone for both of us, I don't mind. Good job, Falcone. Let's do a quick throw to first. You could have not fucking done that, jerk. Russ, I didn't even realize there was still a no-hitter. Oh, Falcon got it. Falcone. But this one, these are all fictional players anyway, so I guess I can name anything I want to. I could rename every player on the Pirates to Manny Pozo. Every man, woman, and child in the city of Pittsburgh is now named Manny Pozo. Yeah, I don't fancy Young's chances there. Why do you put that in your pocket there? I mean, I guess it's because Angelo Robinson isn't really, like, a great player. But, I mean, hey, he can apparently use Jedi mind tricks to make people make errors. Come on, Mr. Falcon. Yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Falcon. Aw, man. Lame. Okay. McTavish, I need a favor from you. I need you to get us through this inning without giving up any runs. If you do that, I promise. If Barrera had run top speed to the bag, we might have gotten the double play there, but we didn't. Alright, good. Okay. Let's get a new pitcher up and warming up. Let's see. Whom is playing next? It's righty, lefty. See, we're going to the 6th inning. I don't want to use Latona, or do I? No, I think I do want to use Latona. Because he's a really good pitcher. Let's try to get another run or two. And yeah, I'm not swinging on 3-0. You're going to have to throw me a strike. I'm even going to take 3-1. Beautiful. Okay, not beautiful. That's pretty solid. I switch some of these really hard swings would end up being doubles. It seems like they're playing our defense really smart. They know our tendencies. Like for example, the fly ball out. Come on, Garza. All right, McTavish, you're done. I'm not even going to give you a chance to pitch to 6th. Now when I have a bullpen full of talented pitchers, and when you've been having trouble walking people, that's a recipe for a big inning. There we go. Okay. I had no idea what was going to happen with that pitch, so I was kind of nervous for a second there. All right. That's Latona out of the game. You're saying Michael White is pretty hot, but no, I think we go Hilliard, Hodges, Bartholomew. There we go. Vinny LeCavalier. No, that's a hockey player. But every time I see the word Vincent, I think of Vinny LeCavalier when he played for Tampa, I want to say. I had one of the NHL games that I played obsessive. I think it was 2001 or 2002. And even though I played with Colorado, I always tried to get him when I could. Some Vinny Damphus action. If you're wanting an all-Vincent team, that's a pretty great place to start. Hilliard, come on down, my amigo. Let's get you pitching. Okay, good. Okay, that is bad. We don't give up doubles or triples. This is gonna be a fucking triple. Oh no, it's not. Okay. That's still not ideal, but it's not the end of the world either. Okay. A bit of a scare, but we got it done. And now we warm up Ed Hodges. Oh no, my one secret, my one weakness. Is people bringing in a lefty to face Falcon. The Falcon and the Snowman. I mean, I don't know why you're not pleased with that. That's very clearly a strike. Like that's not even borderline. That's right down the middle, my dude. Just make the most of it. Hey, you know what? An infield single? I'll take that from the leadoff guy. I will take the shit out of that. Just like I'm going to take the shit out of this pitch. And this one. Why do people think Falcon is going to steal? Like, I don't want him stealing bases. He's not a good enough pitcher to steal. Or base runner to steal. And yeah, my guy. We're gonna make this guy work. I mean, in there is a very loose interpretation of what just happened right there. But okay. Really, dude? Not even once? Oh, you fouled off a couple of pitches. Okay, I actually do respect that. Do I pull Barrera and say favor of Hilliard hitting? I don't think so. I do want Barrera to get a chance to face some lefties and see if he can improve that way. Yeah, I think the big move next season is going to be with players we've already got. Namely, I want it's going to be Hilliard and Falcon, or Hilliard, not Hilliard, or Falcon and Zepeda, but it's going to be one of those two things. He could use a really quick inning here, my dude. You're not giving me a quick inning. You're getting hit, and you're getting hit frequently. I need you to stop. What did I just fucking tell you? Stop. Shit. Come on, get this fucker out. Why would you do that? But, I mean, I guess I don't care because you got the guy out, but that seemed really short-sighted. And Cannon struck out. Didn't Garza hit the 3-run homer earlier? Was that Garza? I think it might have been. Alright, we're going to do a hit and run here. We're going to try change things up a bit. I mean... Oh! The speed of Garza combined with the bat placement gives us two very fast base runners. It would be a waste to let Anthony Young be the guy up to make this attempt. Let's get Elijah Jackson in the game. Pinch hit. And I'm going to let you swing away. All right, I will accept that. I'm not pulling Robinson though. Robinson's defense is too important. Beautiful. And then the Falcon. You know what? I don't mind that. We got an insurance run. We can bring in Glasgow to catch. Like so. And we bring in the closer. Did you just give up a fucking leadoff home run? Oh my god, dude. Can you stop? Oh my god, dude. Okay. Alright, we're going back to the World Series, guys. We made it. Alright. So. Playoff roster. I would like to remove... Lozano. I'm gonna... No. I was thinking of keeping Salgado, but if I'm gonna take anyone off the roster, it's gonna be Zepeda. We're gonna add Salgado. And then... No. You're gonna play left. You're gonna DH. There we go. Alright. So, who is our World Series opponent going to be? No, not until playoffs end, until playoff round ends. It will be the Yankees or the Red Sox. It is, in fact, the Red Sox. Okay. All right. One Love has a fine victory for us. I don't know why Hofer was pitching that game instead of Michael Broadwater, but I'm not against it since he won the game. I do. Oh, I guess I do. Isaiah Montgomery. Cool. Promote to Indianapolis. And then we're going to sim another day ahead. Ooh, Michael Broadwater got lit up a bit. That's unfortunate. But Dave McTavish comes through in a big way. Juan Love should have fucking shut that down. Please, my poor heart cannot take another 7-game World Series. Just let me win this one, Boston. Please, I beg of you. I beg of you. Hofer's been better than Salgado, so sure. Oh, we did it! We did it. Of course we did. Ho, 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 ho. Thank you, Boston. You were amazing. And very welcome. Man. There's not many playoff series you can point to one specific move by a manager, but putting Falcone in Game 5 of the NLDS and then playing him the rest of the series against right-handed pitching, it just works wonders. And that's back-to-back, my friends. That is 2 consecutive World Series. Any interesting South African baseball players? Not really. Nah. I mean, Yaston Hobbs here isn't the worst, but I just don't think he's a great fit, and he throws really softly, so... we're going to opt out of Salgado's contract. We're going to avoid his last contract here. Pagan is going to come back. Who retired? Oh, Mike Tinch retired. I don't know why he retired his number. But okay. Not saying that Mike Tinch was a bad player, but I'm like, he's hardly a Pittsburgh Pirates icon. But I guess he's got a fair chance at actually making the Hall of Fame, which is pretty zany, but yeah. Anyway. Our high A manager decided to retire, so we're going to have to make a quick move there. Who wants a promotion? I think Kevin Hilliard deserves a promotion. Right quick. And then let's go ahead and hire a new manager there. Somebody can help with mechanics. Let's pick Hiroshi here just because he's so much younger, which means he's probably going to accept a longer and different deal there. I'm not going to look at arbitration. We're just going to do a quick rundown of how the season went, and then we're going to end the episode because I did play through 2 games. 3 maybe? I don't even remember. Wow. Alright. So what went well this season? Again, none of our players were superstars, but the ones who had to get stuff done got stuff done and did it well. Elijah Bohannon was brought in to draw lots of walks and hit for a decent average, and he's done exactly that. He's probably a skosh overpaid, but he does the job well. Chris Cannon had the best season of his Pittsburgh Pirates career. Good numbers of power, lots of walks, and good defense. Pagan had a pretty decent season, all told. Him hitting 30 homers was much needed. He was our best power hitter this year. Marvin Zepeda is going to have a role on next year's Pirates team, but he won't be the starter when Falcone can do what we need even better. We've only seen flashes of what Garza can do, but I'm really impressed, and I think that we've got a good piece to our team's success there. Barrera didn't disappoint. He hit homers, he hit doubles, he had a decent batting average, could be better, but drew plenty of walks. If this is our new DH or full-time first baseman or whatever, I'm comfortable with that. Falcone, same. Like, how mad can you be at a guy who earns almost 2 wins and is a playoff hero his first season, his first longer season in the majors? I think he's definitely earned our respect. Robinson, I'll put up with a lot for great defense, and he is a very good defender. If he doesn't win a Gold Glove this year, I'm going to be a bit sad. Vincent Robinson troubles me. There is so much potential here. Like, he shouldn't just be a good player. He should be a franchise cornerstone. And for whatever reason, he hasn't put that together yet. So I'm hoping that Mr. Robinson here will figure out how to be the best version of himself. Something closer to his first season with us, not so much his second season. Anthony Young is probably the next Pirate to be given an ignominious end to his career. As much as I've praised him in the past for overperforming his ratings, he finally underperformed them. Now, that being said, let's not throw the baby out with the bathwater. His BABIP was much worse than his career average, which means there is some level of reprieve here. We got a good season out of our bench, though. A pretty good season out of our bench. And that's always a useful thing to see. I don't know if Elijah Jackson's ever going to be an everyday starter. But as long as he can keep performing in clutch situations and help us when people get hurt, I'm happy to keep him on the club. Jose Lozano, I think, is better suited to being a really great utility guy, even though he can't play short. That is his one weakness. But yeah. We got a lot of important contributions off the bench, and I think that's what won us the World Series this year. We won 95 games without any of our position players being truly exceptional. Let's talk pitching, though, because this is where we earn our money in Pittsburgh. Every one of our starters was very good. None of them were Cy Young worthy, though. Each pitcher had something holding them a tiny bit back. But we absolutely cannot overstress how incredibly valuable Ed Hodges is to us. He constantly acts like basically a sixth starter because of how much we pitch him. He's always one of the best. I am over the moon that we have him for another few seasons. He just stays healthy and pitches absurd numbers of innings, and I love to see it. The whole bullpen contributed. And I want you to notice something very critical. We didn't have any people bitching and moaning this year. Winning cures many ills, but that is worth noting. Now, our best pitcher pound for pound was probably Michael Broadwater. If not for his injury, he would probably have gotten 4 more wins of pitching excellence. But alas, we were not successful in that regard. Yeah, this is a gutty team win. This wasn't one player carrying us on their backs. This was the entire team contributing in their own ways to be the best team in Major League Baseball, winning us our 2nd consecutive World Series, and leaving me just 1 championship short of being the greatest manager in Major League Baseball history. I hope you'll join me for that particular ride. Until next time, I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you have been enjoying the series. And until next time, this has been UpGuardian. Thank you for watching, and I bid you